Look, as long as you please.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern. Peasants swing anymore.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an honeysuckle.
Well met, sir.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Hand pink waving, face blue smiling.
So I did one of the missions, the one that I needed the sword to be able to access. I did one of the missions, the one that to access the swordman. It was kind of tedious, so I didn't want to do it live. And I changed from wizard into just magician because I think it's better you can heal. So let's try to do this one this time.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page.
Hello.
Hey Evo, how's it going?
Only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was
It seems like I had to watch a video for each mission, otherwise I can't do it. It's kind of difficult to do the missions.
The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed.
Okay, glad you are playing.
Mighty attack did our hero dispense to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on.
You get this.
We're basically gonna have to follow him.
Gather round, gather round.
Oh shit.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
We had to wait until he finishes.
Story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with power. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble story. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, no, even if
I don't really like the game anymore. It's boring. I'm just killing time until Wukong appears.
As today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldier's aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Living hard for a time to hold.
Gather round.
Oh man.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero
and you have to follow him.
ventured into
So
a
unfortunately,
shrine
you are going to have to stand here and wait for
whereupon
him
he
to
found
actually
serpent
leave,
and
so just
soldiers
keep
in
listening to him
battle opposed.
ramble about this nonsense for ages.
Though to
You'll
the
see he will
soldier's
eventually
aid,
walk
he
off
would
when he
fain
doesn't
have
continue
leapt,
his story
and
again, and
ease
this is where
overtook
you will
him,
just
so
follow
behind
him.
the pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room... Aye, got some coin to spend. Much appreciated. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a
Seems like in order to progress on the mission, we had to wait until he finishes.
Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldier's aid he would fain have leapt,
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out. So where does he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed.
Oh man, this is boring.
Though to the soldier's aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight.
Through the entire,
Thus,
you know,
with a wit
town.
as sharp
Well,
as his
roughly
sword
just
was
before it
honed,
gets like late afternoon,
our hero
where he
put
decides
an
to
end
leave and you have to follow
to
him.
the threat
So unfortunately,
he
you are going to have to stand here and wait
And
for
who
him
was
to
our hero?
actually leave.
Why,
So just keep
needless
listening
to
to him
say,
rabble about
was
this
the
nonsense
father
for
of House
ages.
Berkeley,
You'll see
which
he will
lives on
eventually
to
walk off
this
when
day.
he doesn't continue his story again, and this is where you will just follow him through the entire, you know, town.
Gather round, gather round.
Oh,
Treat
no.
your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you,
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
in a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through
Come
waters
on.
down to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain could outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour, the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round,
Oh, no.
treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would
Maybe
appreciate a coin
if we try on a different day.
The rules at your neck.
someone will buy it.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? How long have I been here?
Can't help but see a turncoat on every face. Welcome. Well met.
I meant for ferret. Ought to set my nose to
Let's see if it works.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left of the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as answer my riddle, did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Oh, good to see everyone in such fine spirits.
Gather round, gather
Oh
round.
no.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I think there is a different way.
And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero oft forgotten by
track him.
history in spite
You'll see he'll
of
meet
his
his poor wife over there at the bar.
to rumbling earth.
So just keep listening.
In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him
Right,
stretched the
skipping
sea.
the time of day, he's not at the fountain. You can try and make your way to the tavern to see if he's at this location. Alternatively, you can check the next location where he leaves the tavern roughly at nighttime. So essentially, now you have to wait roughly around the same amount of time until it's nighttime for him to leave the bar. You can see here, he'll say the hour has grown late, he'll just gonna...
One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour, the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Man, finally. Shit.
Time to be heading home.
Something good will come up today. I just know it. I've the spirit of a woman half my age.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
So tight. I'd kill just about anyone.
It wasn't well made because they should make the missions where they kind of explain to you what to do, so you're not stuck wandering around what you're supposed to do.
I don't know what to do. What should I do? I'm dead on my feet.
It's been a hard day. Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Surely no fate more wretched than this.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Just remember.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Interested in my wares?
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
Interested in my wares?
The things I could do with an ox cart full of gold.
If I sleep on my
Okay, so it seems like we have to wait here.
Go on, have a look.
Look at them. Bunch of careless fools.
My grey matter requires a
Tad rowdy.
Just be sure you mind your manners.
Interested in my wares?
All that fuss and nary a coin to show for.
I'm in fine fettle today.
A performance like mine requires no ostentation. Wonder how long this job's supposed
Time to be
last.
heading home.
The bar. You can see here he'll say the hour has grown late. Hilda's gonna have his hide. Who's Hilda? So we're gonna follow him now, and he's gonna make his way to his house. At nighttime. So essentially, now you have to wait roughly around the same amount of time until it's nighttime for him to leave the bar. You can see here he'll say the hour has grown late. Hilda's gonna have his hide. Who's Hilda? So we're gonna follow.
So it seems like I have to wait here until it's night. This is a boring mission.
Go on, this is my look. Place the more the merrier.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Follow him now, and he's going to make his way to his house. And this is roughly just after it gets dark. You'll see he'll head into this house over here, and he's going to lock the door. Which means, yes, the door is locked. You'll now have to keep an eye on this house until he leaves. The location of this house is going to be over here in the common quarter. Of course, you...
This is no place to come.
Perhaps it's wrong.
Interested
Wonder
in
if
my
there's any
wares?
sea
Work to be had.
Look at them. Bunch of careless fools.
Go on, have a look.
Well, let's just look around to see what we find.
This place offers a view of the sea.
It's almost night.
We shan't be diving in anytime soon.
It's almost night. He's about to leave. I must stop playing the game, you know. It's just boring, I imagine, for people watching. We can wait for Wukong.
Go on, have a look.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Interested in my wares? Got to crack a few skulls. Taken a wrong turn.
Time to be heading.
Go on, have a look. This job better be worth it. It's too bloody early.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
Interested in my wares?
Sets my thoughts down. It's his place.
Shit, I don't want to lose him. All this effort for nothing.
Must have taken a wrong
I
turn.
don't feel safe.
What am I supposed to do?
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Okay, now we have to wait here until he comes out. Alright. Let me look. We're gonna do this one next. While we wait, I'm gonna look how to solve this one on YouTube. You guys can talk if you like. Alright.
Walk around any barrio and you'll find lots. El Rinconcito, oui.
Once you reach the checkpoint Rest Town in Dragon's Dogma 2, you'll receive a side quest with little direction and multiple choices in which you're tasked to find and deliver the Jadeite Orb.
Flattering all things. Tearing up. What's this I smell? No one's coming to my rescue, as I well know.
Man. I know we have to wait.
Any chance to be alone is a welcome.
There he is, finally. So now I think all this effort for just this. Let's see.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
Let's take it easy today.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Suppose I ought to earn my...
Always another end to see to.
Not within whatever happens here.
Okay, we're gonna go here.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Lots to do.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where possible.
If I could.
Now here's a welcome sight. Sets my thoughts to the dark parts of space.
Not within whatever happens here, anyhow.
Well, good luck.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Looking back just a few days ago, I dreamt about being chased by zombies in a game like this.
What were you playing, Resident Evil? Did you play a game that, lead into that dream? So, we cannot go through there.
A welcome respite. All that.
No, that's what's strange about it.
Did you like the dream or were you scared?
wandering about again, I see. Why are you so adverse to doing honest work?
You would ask the proud sire of House Berkeley to...
It's always fun when dreaming of games. I was in a dungeon elevator, pressed the basement level 0 floor to escape, then fell into a trap of SP.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
It is, I think dreams are actually lives, lives that are real, except that they don't last as long as this life. So whatever you live in that dream, it was real. Probably a different past life, or maybe a different dimension which you experience with yourself. Basically, when you die, you enter into the real self, and then the real self begins to dream again, a new life, such as this, or perhaps what you dream. Okay, so now we had to wait a few days and then come back here.
Might you spare a moment?
Next mission we do is probably going to be a little more fun than this one. So, but let's just finish this one.
There'll be a few heavy curses about today.
I'll make room for my next shipment, sir. Look as long as you please.
Okay, let's see if I'm able to complete the mission.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? Try all of my... I can't. Only fools can do.
I'm a predicament.
Hopefully this will work so we can finish with this mission.
How are things?
With that order of interest would happen.
All I need's my help.
Well, it seems like we had to wait a few more days.
Ah, those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
And so the flighty noble is put back in his cage. I do wonder if 'twas truly for the best, but what's done is done.
Okay, we finally completed. Now let's do this one. This one should be more fun.
Hand pink waving, face blue smiling. Good evening, sir. Looking back just a few days ago, I dreamt about being chased by zombies in a game like this. No, that's what's strange about it. It's always fun when dreaming of games. I was in a dungeon elevator, pressed the basement level 0 floor to escape, then fell into a trap of SP.
Here, if you please.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Why, is everyone all polished it this morning?
I want to take a ride there. It's a very long journey.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to... I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
That's where we're going.
Time to be heading home.
When does my watch? I've got to focus. Some battles simply
Oh no. The fuck?
Feast your eyes on this.
And our quarry shall fall! Focus! A moment of indecision may spell our doom! Ah, yes.
I'm improving, you know, how to use this. The fuck? Wake up.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Where is my ride?
I'll go. But this? It might be of use.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? I can guide you there, if you wish.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
It's just like the car got destroyed.
Oh. Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Ah, look. There are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested.
Well spotted.
Where?
Shall we see what we can find?
I don't see anything.
Was most effective.
I don't want to fight, but they just...
Is the surest means to ward against their foul spit. My thanks, Arisen. As ever, your timing is impeccable.
Stand strong!
Unless there's coin in it.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Turn out your buckets. I'm taking the lot.
This can't be happening.
Now what?
One of us has been poisoned.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Alright, pay you.
You'll have to excuse me.
This ox cart's bound for the...
I suppose you think you can afford to be reckless, so long as I'm here to heal you. Best keep still a moment.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself.
We still have a couple of those. I don't know what it is for. I think this is what we need.
Ah,
I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well.
So we gotta make one original and a fake one to give to each of the persons that requested it.
I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Many thanks to you.
Okay, so you can have forgery made to keep a source. Simply bring along the item you wish to have a duplicate of, pay the fee, and wait a few days for the merchant to complete your order. The forgery will be identical to the green. Okay. From time to time, the scrap store may have a selection of special finds available for purchase. If there is an item you have lost or discarded that you long to receive, don't lose heart, for there is a chance that it may have found its way here into the scrap store shelves.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
But we gotta wait.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Hopefully that was enough time.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Hope to see you again.
Alright. So now we gotta deliver the fake one and the real one.
Oh, a forgery, eh? This should prove interesting. I look forward to seeing what you do with it.
My heart shies from the thought of using it for
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
And I guess you want me to go find it, huh?
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consign it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly, if you return him to me, I will be forever.
Who might?
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Very well.
Well, let's give it.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Do you see why I had to give him the genuine stone? I watched the YouTube video to figure out how to do it. That's the only way you can actually move in this missions. They are just complex.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here. He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
It is good to be reunited.
Okay, now let's give the fake one to the other guy.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Rolf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
I do wish we'd had fairer tidings to share.
Here it is.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of... peace and quiet.
Shall we get some rest then?
Interested in my wares?
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come. We've much...
Well, we can do this one and that's it for tonight.
To be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Somehow my feet always carry me. Greetings, sir. And we see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry.
Now this is a conundrum.
Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. But
This one seems like a cool weapon. Which one should I get?
particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day.
Let's see what else he has. Oh wow, this one improves me a lot.
Always a pleasure. Let me alone, why don't you?
Maybe I should give it to somebody else.
Ah, that's better. I thought my spine might crumple from the weight.
Okay, we're gonna do this one. Let's see. A pole hang over the checkpoint, rest down a sphere for the grandson of the local apothecary. Finds lines every face. If he falls, you can find the boy and spare him a grisly fate. Okay. Let's test our new weapon.
Never should have taken this shit.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way out and put them up for me. All pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it. Isn't that unusual?
Right, just follow me. Sleep or a comfy bedroll.
Okay, take me there. Before we go, let's save.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Hopefully he takes me to the right place.
Freshly rested as we are, this matter ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Nothing left to fight. Time to move on.
I must stand firm.
You'll not live to regret this.
That went well.
Least today, my pockets
We can
chance to
I'll
trip.
not take that from you. No.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Follow me.
Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
As it so happens, there's a shortcut nearby. I found it myself in another world. Perchance you'd like to see it? An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Okay. Why did she brought me here?
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Man, this guy just brought me here for no reason.
We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted.
Something massive in there. No, I don't want to fight him.
Battle is best avoided.
I pray my efforts aid your cause. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Stay away from me.
The flowers that bloom around, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual?
You'll never believe this, but the other day, I saw an elven woman and a... Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf in the same... Mayhap my eyes...
The flowers that, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual?
Golds made to be...
Wolves, eh? Mayhap you should seek out the Putrid Cave. While en route to deal with another matter, I discovered the beast's den in that cave. I only wish I'd been permitted to investigate the area myself, but at the time we were merely passing through. But I can tell you where it is, sir. You'll find it on the eastern road. It is my understanding that the creatures hoard their prey within. Mayhap the lad yet lives, fortune willing. If you are thinking of venturing in there yourself, pray make haste and tread softly.
Okay, so we found the area where the boy has been kept. Let me look in YouTube real quick to see how to solve this issue. So we don't waste time.
Dogma 2 quest guide. In this one, I'm going over the quest Pray for the Pack, and it's a timed quest and so it's missable. It's also quite confusing to figure out, but I will go over it. Also along the way, I'm going to show you how to get a powerful sorcerer weapon called Kraos Time, so let's take a look. To start the quest, you simply need to arrive at Checkpoint Rest Town. When walking past the apothecary, you'll automatically start the timed quest. I think the timer is maybe around 24 hours in game, so make sure to complete the quest before Rog gets eaten, and make sure you don't go to sleep or skip too much of the time before you've done the quest. So you have to find Rog, and to do this, you have to speak with the people around town to find information, and there are around 5 people to speak with. After you speak with 4 of them, you can wait till night and another one should appear, and you can speak with them, and this will eventually move your quest marker to somewhere else.
But I don't have time to go chasing after every child.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop, and he's delivered me my remedies many a time. I still recall his smile when he told me about old Rog.
So head to the quest marker by following the glowing plants, and when you arrive at the marker, it will disappear.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
You're supposed to keep following the glowing markers, but right here on the map there is actually a boss fight, which is entirely optional. A giant skeleton who, if you defeat, will drop the weapon called Kraos Time. A powerful archer-staff for the sorcerer vocation, plus it drops a black crystal needed for higher level weapon upgrades. So it's worth doing if you want the weapon, or need the crystal, or if you just want some good XP. Once defeated, you can keep following the glowing plants, and it will eventually lead you to a cave with Rog inside. Defeat the wolves and walk with Rog all the way back to the checkpoint rest town to complete the quest, including getting lots of XP.
So it appears I have to follow those blue.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. If wolves make their den in the putrid cave, that might be where poor Rog was taken. Very well. I'll guide you there directly. Right, just Saurians! There!
So it appears we had to follow this blue. I think we had to follow these blue lines, blue flowers.
Just in the nick of time. I thought I was done for.
Could you come over here?
And my computer.
This way, if you please, Master. Follow me.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
I don't know if it's taking me to the right direction.
Here, if you please.
I say it. We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I'll save you!
Glad to see you have a matter in hand.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Of course, it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
Thank you for healing me, Arisen. Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look?
I hope this NPC is taking me to the right direction.
I hope you weren't expecting...
What's incredible? Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Well, well. Color me surprised. At last, a chance to use this.
Right, just follow me.
I ought to have braced for that.
Could you come over here? mastered that attack, we would be invincible. Good. We're here.
Okay.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Okay, so we are here.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
We'll manage, whatever comes. Yours,
What's going on? How did I get here?
We saved him.
I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Shall we report back now? Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found. Follow me.
Sunset draws near.
Ears pricked. It will be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone.
Right, just follow me. Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour.
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. Follow me, Master, a few words. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
I never thought I'd say this, but we've become inseparable.
As a result, we move as one.
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way. Follow me.
I say.
Uncommon materials can be found here, me.
The undead have risen to face us!
I'll intent the same spell and will overwhelm our foe with our combined magics. You'll not live to regret this.
Keep on them, Arisen. I'll strike them down.
Miss, and you shame us both.
Oh,
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Uh-oh. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure. ignoring the enemy today?
Little
We
does
are.
our foe realize how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
I quite agree.
Right, just follow me. Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Alright, we finally reached town.
Here at last.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon. Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving me.
Greetings. Long as I live, I shall ne'er forget this. I off. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Long as I live, I shall.
Head will roll if all goes awry. I end up feeling weary. I'll do as I
Oh, it's kind of far away.
must hold that pigeon for my wares.
there, sir? Aye, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near... at the border, where quarrel... occur every other day. Always a pleasure.
I cannot... Wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us hope.
Well, aye, there's always demand for weapons, but... particularly near the border, where
Chop the horn. Where can I get that?
quarrels occur every other day. Always a pleasure.
We're gonna leave it here. We're just gonna find a rest area.
Work as late as I used to anymore. God help us, you turncoat
All I need's my health, I suppose.
What is this guy doing?
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Always a pleasure.
I know there's a place to rest here, but I don't remember what it is.
Well, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels do come again.
Long as I live, I... Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
What is this place?
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
I'm not taking any passengers.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morning.
And that's all the way down here. It's so far away. I guess we better stay here to do this mission. We can probably do it next time.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
We're gonna leave it here for today. Next time we should go here. So good night. Hope you got relaxed with the gameplay. It was a little boring in the beginning as we attempted to do the beggars mission. We're just killing time until the game I want to play comes out. So, alright guys, good night.